they can't... No, 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 no. Hey, look out!
So make a wish. Dispel the gloom. Restore the skies.
We can do it! As you wish.
Like the west wind, away we go!
Embrace a new life. We can do anything! Darkness with me. Oh, did they have to do that? They could have just recalled the capsule.
Perhaps making the attractions no longer just attractions is another corrective measure?
Ugh. Aren't the rules being too finicky with words?
Enough. The location of the distortion is...
Oh, there it is.
Welcome, welcome.
It does look somewhat like you.
Time for it to disappear for good. Reveal thyself unto me, as is customary. All creatures endowed with eyes bear souls of equal worth.
Whoa, it worked. The IPC totally should have sent someone to keep an eye on you.
So long as there remains a need for me to keep a low profile, I'm no threat to them.
That's true. Come to think of it, you had always been in the spotlight, be it as a respected member of the elite or a leader. When was the last time you felt...
Sometime before I...
That was sarcasm, in case you didn't realize. But whoa, you actually remember something like that?
You never forget times of failure. It's only human nature.
Ugh, you're probably the only one who'd consider something like that a failure. What is it this time?
Just looking back.
But nothing's there.
That's the whole point of revisiting a place. When I look at everything here, the memories when the younger me tasted failure here. I ran myself ragged to fix the mess. I thought myself no longer the same person as before. But it looks like I was just going round in circles. I'm glad for this chance to look back on my past in this way. Come now. We should go. This will be a long farewell.
So, where are we heading?
OT Mall. There are bloodhounds. Come now. It's time we set off. Let's not stick too close to each other, just in case. A few... Seems I let my wishful thinking get the back.
I will, but before I do, put your hands behind your back and answer my questions in short sentences.
Short sentences?
I need to make sure your words aren't concealing any dangerous incantations.
I can't believe I've left everyone with such a peculiar impression of me. Please, believe me when I say that I didn't come back here with ill intent. Penacony will never experience the Order again, either.
I'm afraid I won't be taking your words at face value, not after how you wielded the power of harmony. Answer me. What are you doing here?
It looks like there's only one way to gain your trust. Come on out, 1 week. We found ourselves an ally.
So, it was the IPC that freed you.
My sister has likely made an agreement of some sort with them. As for how I'm able to move around freely in Penacony, I have 1 week to thank for that. As you can see, I've only returned to my home to bid it farewell. Would you be kind enough to give me a chance to say goodbye?
Agreed. But, until you leave Penacony for good, you're to stay by my side.
You have my gratitude.
I left my home in a hurry, too. I know how it feels. That said, I can't make this call by myself.
What was that?
My companions need to know about this,
What
too.
was that?
The Astral Express crew is in Penacony too?
Come with me. We'll go find them. You come along, too.
Okay, okay. Boy, this is gonna be a party.
What? Oh, it's right here. I think it's
We're here. They should be somewhere nearby.
Mr. Yang, if you don't mind, there's something that puzzles me. Now that the crisis on the planet of festivities has been averted, shouldn't the Astral Express have departed to continue on its trailblazing journey? Why have you and your companions stayed behind in Penacony? Could it be that someone stirred up trouble after I left?
And if that were indeed the case,
I doubt I'm in any position to be proposing ideas, but I'm happy to defer to the Nameless and aid with any plans you may have.
there's no need to worry. All is well in Penacony. Our reason for lingering here is a certain unusual passenger.
A passenger?
The Express has been commissioned to send a passenger back home. We're just resting up in Penacony for a while before we depart.
By passenger, do you mean this lady here? Or these ladies?
This... how?
Isn't it fascinating how variables never fail to find their way into the lives of organic life forms? I have no interest in the Harmony's celebration, so it's only natural for me to turn down the invitation. But it looks like my decision also cost me the front row seat to all of your exciting adventures. Conclusion: there is likewise a downside. I hear...
Ah, Himiko too.
So, is anyone gonna tell me what's going on? March?
Oh, about that. You don't have to tell him that. He can see for himself.
Nah.
Forget it. I'll tell you. We walked around with Miss Ting-Yun for a while after separating from the rest. But,
Did something happen in the dream?
actually, it's more like it was someone's fault. We met a Pepeshi filming a Try Not to Laugh challenge, and he gave us some of...
So that sort of try not to laugh challenge.
I didn't really want to do it, but she insisted on us giving it a shot.
What happened?
Oh, come on, stop interrupting. So, we had some candy, and we're so happy we rolled a... Miss Ting-Yun ate the candy too, but she only sneezed nonstop. Achoo! Achoo! Sneeze after
What's your take?
The dreamscape is a Memoria world. It is likely the candy triggered her. There is no cause for concern. We've experienced...
Mr.
It's okay. You can reveal your...
I was only being careful. Or we would have helped me remove my disguise. One.
It's been a while, everyone.
You! What's going...
Everyone, stay calm. I believe that at this point, Sunday has no reason to be dishonest. But to prevent any unforeseen complications, I'll be accompanying him everywhere he goes until he leaves Penacony. Mr. 1 Week here is an old acquaintance of...
Pleased to meet you, fair lady. And you, of course. You're the heavyweight who pummeled this control freak.
The surprises just keep pouring in. First there was Miss Acheron, and...
Let's leave this discussion for later. For now, we...
that's not gonna be easy.
Miss March 7th, have you taken the time to consider my suggestion?
Forgot about that.
Your suggestion?
It's me! I'm the one who wants every Ting-Yun to come together to form the Ting-Yun Merchant Guild. How often do you get the chance to work with yourself? Just imagine how in sync we'll be. I know, we can't leave the dreamscape to trade with the outside world, so that's where you come in, Miss March 7th. Your wits surpass many others, making you the...
I get... there. Now...
There does appear to be an element of her talking to herself.
Forget about it. How are you gonna clone your bat?
Mr. Yang mentioned the Express's next voyage is to send a passenger back home. Could this...
Yes, more specifically, the...
The Law Fu?
Quite the contrary. Story for another time.
I don't have much to go on now. Perhaps we should talk to the other Miss Tingyu.
That sounds nice. People never forget a personally
But then again, gifts should be lasting. What about a delightful...
That's so...
If we really want to do this right, though, it's the thought behind the gift that truly matters. The more thought goes into the gift, the better the receipt. You sure have a way of not...
These three Tingyuns don't look like they'll be reaching a conclusion.
So, what do you
Let's try a different name, my dear friend.
Oh, don't we sound chummier that way? I took a leaf out of this Foxian girl's...
The problem with Miss Tingyun is just as I suspected before. That prank shattered her into no... In other words, it means the Tingyuns we see here are all...
Okay...
At any rate, this is a known occurrence across the dreamscape. Tuning could be the way to fix it. The only problem is that these Miss Tingyuns are too caught up in their own world.
One that we can speak with, but it may take me a... You can... I'll take you...
Nah.
Even if that's... Huh? Yikes! Oh, were you all looking for me? Oh, were you all... Found her! It's nothing special, really. She ought to meet your one-weekend prop...
Worth a try, my lady. If I may, I wish to...
Before you start, you should know that we're keeping our...
It is not my intention to provoke you. Perhaps as assurance,
That is true.
if you still have concerns. We were also free...
There's no need for that.
Are you all right with this, Miss Ting?
I go as...
Then kindly forgive our intrusion. Please.
What the... Did any of you hear a voice just now?
That's crazy.
A voice?
Never mind.
Look! It's working!
Cutscene.
Never did I expect that every encounter with you would always be in moments of distress. Did I conduct myself improperly?
Miss Ting-Yoon! You're finally back! You may be small, but you're pretty amazing. Huh? What's wrong?
It's nothing. Just a trivial matter.
No, that's where you could. But that's where you say something.
What do you sense?
I should have let you handle it yourself. This girl is not as ordinary as she appears. I nearly died. Just now.
Don't be afraid.
What is this place?
No matter what you see, you're not alone.
Who and is that where I came from? And where does this That looks so familiar. Does she want to lead me somewhere?
The life support pod is...
That's great.
You're still trying.
I'm not a genius.
Excuse. This girl. Tingyun.
Don't question it. Keep moving forward.
It's you again. Who's talking to me? These
These are wounds left by the destruction. They have taken...
Is this called coexisting?
Don't worry. As I said before, you're not alone. Embrace a new life.
Dispel the gloom! Restore the skies! Sumida-wen! Dispel the gloom! Restore the
What is
skies!
your problem?
How can it be? Why are there still so many? The ones from before weren't defeated.
As I said before, you can't defeat them. No one can. You can fall into the darkness and die alongside these scars, or bring them with you when you return to the world here. These are your two choices.
Return to the world? What are you saying? Oh. No wonder those two ignored me. Am I just a wandering...
Close, but not quite.
So... I'm trapped?
You can think of it that way.
Based on what you said, even if I should wake up, these wounds that caused my death will remain on my body and never heal? I don't understand. You appear to be trying to save me, but...
It's a habit of mine. I believe everyone should have the right to choose whether they wish to return to this world.
Be that as it may, I don't remember anything. There's nothing to help me make...
That doesn't matter. I believe the desire to live was born... You may also prove yourself to be the exception. I would.
How troublesome. But I suppose that's part of living.
Survival or destruction is no longer a choice for you. They both now grow along the same path. And only by walking this path will you break through the darkness and arrive at my side. Feeling more awake? Congratulations. You attained your very first victory in this. Let me explain. You were attacked by a Lord Ravager. By all right. But someone didn't agree with that assessment. And it just so happened.
What about the other merchant?
I don't know.
Why me?
Because you were the most unfortunate. You fell in yet. You were also the most fortunate. Her desire to claim everything about. There is only a fine line between resurrection and escaping death. Yet, they couldn't be more different.
My body...
I'm sorry. I can't let you. Your body was contaminated by the destruction and suffered severe damage. To prevent its resurgence, I made some minor modification. You'll have to learn to adapt to it. There's no need for that. With this, the debt between the traveling merchant and me is clear. Don't worry about it. You should sleep for a little. I'll arrange for someone to send you home. Which reminds you should go with them. It can only...
Yo, local bit.
Did I pass out?
The tuning rebounded and affected 1 week instead.
I suppose there's no point in hiding it. Miss Ting-Yun is originally from the Xianzhou. She had an unfortunate encounter with a Lord Ravager who robbed her of her identity and left her on the verge of death, while she miraculously escaped.
But something happened to change that out.
Yes, a genius got involved. After that, she asked the Express to escort Miss Ting-Yun back home. We made a stop at Penacony along the way, partly to allow her...
I'm so sorry. I thought no one would be affected if I hid inside a dream.
That's all right. So long as nobody was hurt. Can I get something to drink?
That's fine. We should find another place to talk anyway. We drew some attention.
So glad again. I'm a local, you know.
You'll have to make do.
In any case, I must...
It was nothing. Now that the matter with Miss Ting...
There's no need for that. Mr. 1 Week is in poor conditions. I'll leave Miss Ting-Yun in...
Huh? But...
I trust that you can handle...
Okay. Shall we keep going then? Did you? As if
I already picked up a few gifts earlier. So that means there's only 3 more left to go. But we've already lost.
Welcome. How can I?
Hello there.
Why, you really know how to.
First we have... Lady food. Let's go with your suggestion. Next is...
That's not your
That's come to Clock Studio. Finally, we have... That's a good idea. That's all of them. Thanks to both your help.
Why don't we pay another visit?
A souvenir for my... But... This is a good spot.
Miss Ting-Yoon?
You've looked out for me during our travel, but there are some things... Do you two still...
How could we forget? She was so...
Exact. And that's precisely why I haven't been able to shake off. When I asked for your names, I couldn't help but think I've heard about what happened to you on the Xianzhou. And I've got to admit that...
Yeah, we couldn't even tell when you were... I figured it happened when we were after Kafka. You vanished...
But that thought has me filled with sorrow. That's what I've been puzzled about, too. I never actually... What was your impression of that, Ting-Yoon, if you were... That's just the nature of the Foxians. So, what did... Oh, is that a compliment? Was there...
That's true.
Now, in your eyes...
Wait, don't you find that question a bit weird?
Miss March, you might have the...
Uh-huh.
As a merchant, if I had rushed in...
We wouldn't...
Exactly. Based on your description, I regret missing out on your sin. Fentilia had... But after thinking it over, that thought has brought me... We've never even met, and now... I will reclaim. Dear benefactors... And you, my dear benefactor...
Miss Ting-Yoon, that's...
All right, no more questions.
A dream about eons? Welcome to the dream.
We're looking for some...
Just a friend. A dream about
I can't believe it's time for Miss Ting-Yoon to leave. Yeah, we got delayed on the way. Has the messenger from the Xianzhou?
Long time no see, everyone.
Madame Yuko.
I've imagined this moment. I was worried I might embarrass myself in front of you. I even rehearsed. But now it seems it was unnecessary. Ting-Yoon, I'm here to take you home.
After a strange encounter, I was fragmented into multiple Tingyuns, each embodying a different aspect of my memory. And one of them hasn't returned to me, because she ventured too far.
You mean her? What is she doing?
She's captivated by... As a fleeting emotion, she's no different from a newborn. Her boarding this ship was solely... Madame Yukong, do you remember... Perhaps that was her first experience.
Back then, you were still young enough for me to carry.
You
Oh, that's
probably still
adorable.
can. Want to give it a try?
I'm afraid you'd be too heavy.
Just kidding.
I remember you kept begging me to take...
This flight was a turning the boundless in this world. Even though I lacked the talent, even to this day, this...
That hasn't...
Never. Now I can embark once more on... Speaking of which, how are things with the Whistling Flames?
I've left Yan Ming in charge for now. He's reliable.
My principle. Forsake what others fight for, and take what others abandon. That's the way to navigate the world and achieve my goals. I will continue. But now
But this shouldn't fall on your shoulders to begin with. You are simply an innocent survivor in this...
Madame Yukong, you were once a survivor in the war too, weren't you? In a hazy dream, I vaguely remember someone... Madame Yukong. The gods use humans as pawns in their cosmic game, sacrificing countless innocent souls.
Is this place also?
No, I'm just... So it shouldn't matter if we...
How did you know she would be?
I didn't.
It's not like you to leave.
I'm trying to...
I don't think you need a bystander.
You're not worried
I believe... Now then...
I'm not.
Let him stay. I actually need 1 week to be there. She shouldn't be...
You... don't...
Both parties don't have to be aware that
Shall we go then?
Let's go. I didn't expect to see you here, Miss Robin.
It's nice to meet you, miss. May I know your name?
My name is... 1 week. I'm a member of the Nightingale family.
Oh, you're a Dreamweaver. Thank you for all your hard work.
No.
You all are the reason the Dreamscape has been able to recover.
You're too kind, Miss Robin. You must be very...
I'm taking a break. I wanted to find a quiet place to relax. Ideally somewhere... I know these stars only exist in the dream, but...
Well, perhaps the dreamscape is not so different from reality. When we look up into the night sky, the stars aren't really there. The glimmering lights we see are merely the images of stars. So, have we ever truly seen a real sky full of stars?
You're very philosophical, Miss 1 Week. You remind me of someone I know. Do you work nearby?
No. Today is my rest day. There's going to be a show later.
A show?
It's somewhere farther away.
I see. In that case, the observation... distance can make some things appear.
Miss Robin, may I stay here with you to gaze at the stars?
Of course. You don't have to be so courteous. I should be the one asking.
Still, these stars are...
What makes you feel this way? Is it because...
Perhaps it's both. The Stellaron disaster may not have had any real consequences, but...
You're too kind. I'll be fine. My only real regret is that I...
Did the person you wanted to say them to...
Yes. He left in...
Sometimes, what's in your heart doesn't need to be dressed up in words.
But don't you think we should put in some effort when we...
If you don't mind me asking...
It's someone who experienced failure recently.
There are many such people on Penacony. Failure is like the setting sun. I believe they all have the willpower to start anew.
But he's different. He's stronger than most ordinary people, but because of it...
Are you saying that's not true?
It's not. Because before he stands up again, he will hesitate and agonize for ages over whether that is the right course of action.
Failure may be a good thing for someone like that.
You may be right, but I still hope that he'll never change.
Why is that?
Because I have faith in the person I remember him to be. He may have taken the wrong approach when he failed, but I don't think he had the wrong intentions. We once stood together at... We don't have to soar into the sky together, because I know we'll reunite one day.
I hope so.
Miss 1 Week, may I ask a favor? If I have a Dreamweaver's help...
A dream jigsaw.
Don't worry if you can't find them. Just...
I'm still inexperienced, so let's just hope we get lucky.
Thank you anyway. I expect the first jigsaw piece will be...
It seems we've been
Is this... It seems familiar.
Another Dreamweaver. The second jigsaw piece.
Maybe it's somewhere...
We should keep looking.
It's okay. We have enough. Let's go back.
It's done. Have a look. Soon, I shall travel to those unfamiliar stars, none of which I recognize. But as long as you continue to gaze upon them from here, then those unfamiliar stars will...
You still couldn't bear to say goodbye in the end. Maybe I'm stronger than you think. You must try to relax on your long journey. Brother.
That didn't seem like a perfect goodbye.
It's enough. I only meant to stay quietly by her side. But why did you do those unnecessary
What things?
Those 2 notes. If someone finds them, they can be used as...
Huh. So you can do whatever you want as many times. I don't want to live with regret for the rest of my life either.
Live with...
We're almost done saying our goodbyes, right?
Yes. We only have one last stop.
I don't have any charge. Mine is...
But before we leave, I have a question I'd like to ask you,
no.
Mr. Yang. I'm curious.
Why the sudden interest?
I always had a feeling that you would never give up on someone who needed help. After spending time with you, I'm even more convinced of this assessment.
Oh.
At this very moment, there are countless worlds above the skies still waiting for the arrival of the Astral Express. Yet you and your companions have to trailblaze means to forge ahead. Yet you stop and spend precious time on people just passing by.
That's not what I think at all. Besides, the watch...
And because of that, he bid farewell to the Express and never walked among the stars again in his lifetime.
Not all journeys lead to the stars. Even if you can think of it this way. The title of Nameless doesn't belong to any one person. Each individual... The goal of my trailblazing is not the unknown world, but every living being who exists. In my homeland, the name Welt means world. It suggests that each person is a world unto themselves, and that we harbor... This is my way of the trailblaze, and the reason...
Why me?
Like I said before, I left my home. I also know that a person will only be able to truly face themselves once they've decided to say goodbye to their path. There was never a third person with us, was there?
I told you he'd find out.
Since you already know 1 week's secret, there's no need for me to build up suspense. Let's go. We'll head straight for the finale and take...
I know you can hide your appearance, but trespassing on restricted family ground...
Don't worry. I won't take too much time. I was a child when I first visited the Grand Theater. I remember seeing the light behind the... When I returned here many years later as the head of the oak.
Now that you've returned to the stage, what do you...
Prepare for my departure. I've always believed that a person's starting point should also be his last stop. Have you ever seen the elderly at the end of their lives? As they welcome their final moments, they invariably raise their hands, stretching. Humanity flaps their wings twice as they complete their journey. Once when they... I will say goodbye. Here. To the me of yesterday. I really hate this face. My expressions feel so dull and lifeless.
I see. That explains why something always felt off about your appearance. The halo above your head that symbolizes the harmony, it's been missing since the moment we reunited.
It's true that this ring was bestowed upon our people by the heavens. But that doesn't mean it can't be thrown away. While I was in the gallery of thoughts, at the entrance of the dream, I chose to completely...
Why?
I am a fugitive, after all. I must remove any... Another reason is... to feel pain. This is how I can cast aside all the blessings of the harmony and the order and...
Is that also how Mr. One Week came into this world?
No. You wouldn't believe the real story even if he told you. He was born from an accident. One that you're actually quite familiar with. It was that try not to laugh challenge. Quite embarrassing, to be honest. I was roaming around as an ordinary person when I unfortunately fell into that Pepeshi's trap. The prank that fragmented Miss Ting-Yun also divided my fragile self into two.
Are you saying that he's a part of you? That's quite surprising given that you...
You could say he's another... I too was once a child, with aspirations buried deep within. Maybe if I had made a small change in my childhood, I would have turned out... What a pity. Failing to become a better version of yourself. So, my final farewell will be like that of Miss Ting-Yun. I will perform a tuning on myself, and this also means that 1 week will vanish for good. Is there a possibility that you will be the one who disappears? No. This is a foregone conclusion. But who's to say there won't be any changes? Maybe deep down.
Regardless of the outcome, you will have a witness. I'll be waiting for you in the audience.
Much appreciated. Now, shall we begin? Anticipating this possibility, you've really changed. In the past, you wouldn't have tolerated any noise at all. I'm about to embark on an unknown journey, where it will be impossible to maintain my orderly life. I will have to navigate unexpected surprises, much like today. You're not ready at all, are you? I feel unsettled, maybe even scared. Ever since I left Penacony, I could no longer control everything. Don't flatter yourself. You can't control anything. But isn't that how it is for most people? My fear of the unknown may be a weakness, but your presence has shown me that surprises aren't always bad. Meeting you has been a great help to me, and I'm glad to have discovered this side of myself. I also feel grateful for the opportunity to tell you this in person. I truly dislike you. What? Are you sure you didn't mean the opposite? I must admit, many of your qualities strike a chord with me. There are times when I want to joke around, freely express my thoughts, or openly share my dislike of a person. Or my fondness. I want to tell her that I love all her songs. Then go for it, Sonny. You always talk about locking the bird in the cage, but you're the one who's trapped. Look at yourself. Besides discipline and hesitation, there's nothing else in your life. If you continue living like a slab of marble, you'll break into pieces when you fall. But I won't become like you. I simply can't. I dislike people who are frivolous. It makes me uncomfortable to even emulate them. If I fail, I will still uphold my principles, such as for the harmony. My stance remains the same. Whether it's you or the paths, if what I once doubted, or even in this time, my true heart will guide the tuning. I'll leave it to you. What is this? Leaving your fate entirely? This isn't like you at all. Did you lose your mind after being run over by the Express? Or were you possessed? Failure is always the best teacher. To save more lives, you must first understand what they live for and what they die for. The best way. You see? I'm already... Whether it's us merging or one of us disappearing, I'll leave the tuning to fate. And see if I can embrace all that I detest. Only then will I truly be able to walk among the living. But what if you can't do it? Well, that's out of my hands. It will just prove that I'm still the same person. The person who always disappoints his sister. Falling is just another name for flying. That's why I rejoice at my broken wings. Step into the mortal world, to see how it truly is. And with my last breath, I'll join the weak in reaching my hands toward the sky. On the planet of festivities, whatever identities I once had, it's not the gods who answer us, but ourselves. I don't have much to say. But, as it's time to part ways, here's one last piece of advice. When telling jokes, be sincere. Don't sweat the details, and above all, don't explain them every time. Never mind. Maybe it's better for you not to joke at all. No objections from me. This is so annoying. How did I become so dull? Well, despite everything, try not to be too hard on yourself. There will always be people who are sad.
Cutscene.
Planet of festivities, land of the dreams. I say goodbye to my home. Should one desire to leave the stage for good,
One must first step back onto the stage.
as expected, the trickiest thing is tuning yourself. These dissonant sounds are much too harsh. The moment of divine insight arrived. Torment and doubt, farewell.
As you wish.
Noisy.
I can't think enough.
Think? We can do it.
Embrace a new life.
Echoes of the past. You need not fade away. Follow me. To the stars! I heard the call.
Trust me. We can do anything.
The time has come. Let it be revealed. Is it inevitable? for me.
Serenity is before me.
This mortal form.
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
Return to dust.
On this 8th day, I grant myself departure.
He got his halo back.
Well, how should I address you now? Mr. Sunday or Mr. 1 Week?
Whichever you prefer. He's probably mocking me from inside right now. Thank you for accompanying me through all this, Mr. Yang. This farewell journey has come to an end.
What are your plans after leaving Penacony?
At this point, there's no need to hide things from you. I believe there's more to the incident involving the Stellar.
Are you suggesting that the Dream Master wasn't the one?
Don't worry. The Oak family was indeed behind seizing the Stellaron and resurrecting the fallen Eon during the Charmony Festival. But Mr. Gopherwood once told me that all the Order's efforts were aimed at avoiding the same mistakes that My guess is that the family from the Montour system must be involved. Unfortunately, too much time has passed to verify that. Penacony is just a small territory. In the worst-case scenario, if Sheepay turned a blind eye, how could the strong defending the weak hold up? Mr. Yang, I just want to tell you this. The Harmony has more than one side. They can be the most steadfast ally of the Astral Express, or the most fearsome enemy.
Well, thank you for being honest with me. The efforts of the crew on Penacony. After all this, the Harmony and the Preservation will keep the situation on the planet of festivities in balance. With the momentum from the Trailblaze, more forces will arrive, and Penacony. Freedom is the only answer the Nameless can offer. I'm glad that Penacony.
You and I both strive for a peaceful society, even if our reasons are different. And you've gone even further than I have. If not for our paths, perhaps you and I wouldn't be in opposition.
Well, don't sell yourself short. We're not fundamentally opposed. Otherwise, you wouldn't have shown me mercy in front of the Dream Master. This shared journey is my way of repaying you. After all, you are one of my trailblazing goals.
About that, you've given me many insights as well. Humans are the measure of everything, and no one is the sole savior. Creating a paradise remains one of my lifelong ambitions. As I move forward, I realize I must build. While I lack the will to trailblaze, nor can I become a true Nameless. I admire your convictions. Perhaps what I need, more than asceticism, is knowledge. Therefore, after leaving Penacony, would you consider letting me come aboard the Astral Express and travel with you for now?
Yeah.
So this is why I brought him here. Mr. Sunday wants to join us on the Express. Of course, I can't make that decision alone.
I learned the most valuable lessons from my past opponents. Please.
He's just traveling with us. Not an actual member of the Express crew yet. Your newbie status is untouchable.
Nah.
Thank you all for your forgiveness. Perhaps I'll find the answer I'm looking for on this journey. Until then, rest assured.
Now that our try?
It slipped out of my fucking skinny ass fingers.
No? Where's... Indeed, this is only a minor ripple that no one will ever notice. So, you must also understand, for a genius, the importance of asking questions outweighs the importance of the answers themselves. So-called magic has its own set of principles. There are no mysteries in this universe that cannot be solved. So, all-seeing presence, I ask you this. What is divinity?
This story's gonna make me regret not pulling her to. Hey, we got a few. Boot Hill. This guy's a male enjoyer. We got Argenti, Dill, and Boot Hill. We got another man enjoyer, Anaxa, Sunday, and Dill. Oh, there's a Phanon! Castrus, Phanon, Mighty. Oh, that's why he borrowed my character. Nice.
Nice.
Stars 被湮灭在霓虹的夜，视线锁记如同荒诞的谎言。Artificial light 深入简单，输出附件，思考中片段分裂。想要的一切，触手可及之前。
We're here.
是最让人眷恋。
Now, can our little... All right, go ride the water wheel. I'll wait for you up there.
再不会让承诺被敷衍，不让真心被拒绝。没有人的燃烧，但每一步我要决定权，让下次被发现，让美丽被真实复原。我所了解的我还没被了解，别再让善意被拖延，不停恶意和鲜艳。没有一眼的燃烧，但每一步我要选择真错误不被遮掩。真实的我在你眼前，我所了解的我等待被发现。猜不大意流星，一言之中有几个字算是发自内心。My muse， 安静挣扎无处安放，疯癫浮夸，灵感已消失在命运上。失去的一切，措手不及之前是不
Speaking of which, don't you also have a red-haired companion?
残缺，或许总是学不会珍惜和感觉。再不会让承诺被敷衍，不
Not
让
too
真心
much.
被拒绝。
It's just that I seem to hear the sound of a bee buzzing around.
下次被发现，让美丽被真实复原。我所了解的我还没被了解，别再让善意被拖延，不停恶意和鲜艳。没有语言的燃烧，但每一步我要选择真错误不被遮掩。真实的我在你眼前，我所了解的我等待被发现。再不会让善良被污蔑，不让希望再破灭。难以预言的未来，但每一步我自己体验，让下次被发现，让美丽被真实复原。我所了解的我还没被了解，别再让善意被拖延，不停恶意和鲜艳。没有语言的燃烧，但每一步我要选择真错误不被遮掩。
Lady Trienne.
No, Trienne.
So, just what are you hiding?
The golden thread is vibrating more and more violently.
Everyone, let's be even more cautious. There's no one. Hold on. The butterfly of divine. That can't be.
What exactly?
No. Let me give it a try. Oh, Nest. Lady Trianne.
Oh, great. But I mean, yes, about them.
The voice seems to be coming from the Star Chase atrium.
We can do it!
Loot here. As you wish. Embrace a new life. May wandering souls find their own way out.
It's connected! Let's hurry! Sunny's already bouncing around due to the heat!
Emerge from your cocoon. May death protect us!
Have some sunshine! Dispel the gloom! Restore the skies! Like the west wind, away we go!
I choose you! We can do anything!
May wandering souls find their own way out.
Do it! As you wish.
Delivering more!
Root here.
Have some sunshine!
Embrace a new life.
Dispel the gloom! Restore the skies!
Let's take a picture. No, I'm starting to smell I'm okay.
Have some sunshine! Dispel the gloom! Restore the skies!
Embrace a new life. Darkness with me.
easy.
I'm glad that everyone.
A remnant of Nestias to get to the throne.
Whoa.
You finally appeared. According to How incredible.
As for the...
What?
Especially that heretic named Anaxa. He did not even hesitate. His way... Of course. This all... What a smart little bunny. This will also...
But...
Even if I do not... I just need you. Turn the golden bow. I'll leave it to you, children of humanity. May you be blessed with good fortune.
It seems like fierce battle will be inevitable.
Don't worry, Tribbie will protect everyone.
Ahead lies the room, and also...
Mommy.
Is this Professor Anaxa?
No matter. For the sake of that glorious die with me, Titan.
Ma'am.
Cersei's was right.
Who is this black-robed guy? Mammy,
Everyone, brace yourself. This must be the Hunter Reborn, the black sword and cloak. The owner of the piece of cloth. The north wind that sent over the deathly fog of Thanatos.
You're not demigods. Stand down or die.
Run! Ma'am! Shrian will also protect everyone!
Miss, only this time, may death protect us. Be careful.
One slash. Two slashes. Three slashes. Enough.
Who exactly are you?
They completely lost themselves. Everyone's been waiting for us.
Break's over.
We can do it!
Please cherish this time. As you wish. Trust me.
We can do anything!
Root here.
It's coming! Guiding the west wind! Away we go! Guiding the Rainbow Bridge!
Embrace a new life.
May this faint dispel the gloom, restore the skies. Watch closely. Delivering warmth. Then leave it with me.
I'm on it.
Mini, mini. Mini.
Life is not so fragile. Darkness with me.
Gotta stop them here. May this faint light dispel the gloom, restore the skies.
In that case.
Can't be killed in a single blow. You are indeed no ordinary human.
Like.
How annoying. Children of humanity.
Don't waver now. Let's just destroy them. One by one.
No rush. Emptying your mind is a good way to relax as well. Have some sunshine!
Since the ambush failed, it'll be difficult to find another opportunity. What a pity.
Professor Nexa? No. It's Cersei's. Life is not so fragile.
darkness with me.
Trust me.
We can do anything!
That was tough. This is bad.
Century Gate, open!
Phew. That was a close call.
Sorry. I know you.
Please don't blame yourself, Lady Trianne. If it weren't for you...
I feel.
Lady Trianne, you haven't been well since you woke up.
All this noise and commotion. Akuma hasn't changed a bit, has it?
Are you... Professor Anaxa?
There's no need for doubt. The Titan no longer speaks. It is I, Anaxagoras of the New Sporists.
Indeed. You are the only one who would refer to yourself like that. Professor, let me be frank. The mission Lady Aglaya entrusted us is to search for survivors, uncover the truth of—
That does not surprise me. And now, I'm a survivor who witnessed the entirety of the disaster. Are you going to bring me to Aglaya to fulfill—
That is indeed my duty. But I prefer not to present you to her as a captive or—
Fine. There's no need to make your life difficult. I'm not against, but I have some things to take care of first.
Because Lady Aglaya—
Let me guess. That woman will not only prevent me from visiting the families of the deceased, but will also suppress any information about the Grove. My fellows at the Grove gave their lives defending the Core Flame and fighting the Black Tide along—
You intend to do it without her knowledge.
Do you really think that woman would treat me well, even if I behaved and proved my loyalty? Are you going to stop me, Kester?
I will accompany you, but please understand that Lady
You truly have the makings of a fine scholar. Putting yourself in— Let's go. I won't go.
So, after all these years, you and Lady Aglaya are still